Hello, my name is Dionna Turner-Kiser. I am a sophomore pre-law student from Charlotte, North Carolina, and the phenomena I have decided to focus on is rape culture and slut shaming. This topic first grabbed my interest when Amber Rose, a social media mogul and businesswoman, held her own slut walk in Los Angeles, California in 2015. This took the pop culture world by surprise, as many people believed that the slut walk was just a way for women to excuse overly sexual behavior. After doing my own research and finding out that the slut walk started in Toronto, Canada in 2011 after a police officer suggested that women should not dress like sluts in order to not be raped, my interest grew. I became emotionally invested after finding out one of my own peers were a victim of rape not too long ago, which you will hear about later on in this video. This video will address both appreciative inquiry and problem-based inquiry. I hope that you learned something from this video and apply it to your personal life. Enjoy.
I'm from up north and I'm a senior. I'm 23 years old. My incident took place October 28th into October 29th. It had taken place at 8:30 p.m. and didn't end until 11:30 a.m. It happened at an apartment off campus. I didn't know the person, I only knew them from Twitter. I was very clear about what I wanted before I met the person outside of Twitter. As far as action that I took, I went to counseling services. I, I went to their police station. I filed a report. I got a rape kit. I coped with it by going to counseling services, talking to my friends and family, and praying. And the only resources that I've used are the ones at Murphy Hall.
My name is Jewel Hill. I am a journalism mass communications student and I am from Laurel, Maryland. So I first learned about consent, at least in school. I believe high school, like my freshman year in high school. I think I could have been taught in school earlier, like elementary school, but I had learned about consent from my mom, my nana, my dad when I was young, like 8 years old. Um, I do believe that you do need consent in a relationship. Just because you're with somebody does not mean that you have to give them sexual pleasure off the bat because y'all are together. No. Um, I think that girls should dress how they want to dress, but they should be prepared for the reaction that they'll get for how they dress. It's wrong, but that's the world that we live in today, which is sad. Um, Ways that we can combat rape and predators: learn self-defense, don't be alone at certain times of the day. Always have a friend or two around. Carry weapons. I mean, mace, a knife. You could use your keys as well if you put your keys in between your fingers for your knuckles. And you can use that too, just in case somebody comes up, bam. But I think those are ways that you can combat rape and consent. Also, if you go to a party, don't leave your drink unattended. If you leave your drink unattended, don't go back to it. So, yeah.
My name is Tarek. I go to Bowie State, and my major is computer technology. I'm from Lago Mele. When did I first learn about consent? I first learned about consent in high school, I think. Yeah, about high school. And do I think I should have learned at an earlier age? I mean, I guess you can be taught in middle school. Yeah, in middle school is when I should have really learned about all that, because in high school is when it usually starts. And do I believe girls? Oh, do you believe you need consent in a relationship? Yes. Because if your significant other says no, answer is no. Sometimes she says no, but she really means yes. But that's a whole nother case. Like you gotta know the difference between which and which. And do you believe girls should dress moderately to avoid harassment? Yeah, because I mean they don't dress that way so that they can get harassed. Yeah, they dress that way so people can talk to them, but not harass them. That's a different thing. And some girls just like the way they look in their clothes, so they gonna dress that way. Um, what are ways we can combat rape and predators? Huh, that's a good question. Um, everybody carry pepper spray. If everybody, I was gonna say everybody keeps like a weapon on them, but it's just like gun laws and stuff. Everybody's like, it's a big thing right now. So I was gonna say like everybody keep a gun if they feel that they can't defend themselves. But it's like can't because it's a big topic right now. But dang. And I would say everybody figure out how to defend themselves, but it's like disabled people, old people, they can't really do much. So, can't go, you can't always go to the police because it's like police aren't there for black people. A lot of black people are afraid of the police. So that's a great question. I don't think I can answer that. I'm sorry. But yeah, peace.
My name is Kyrie Gilliam. I am a sophomore animal science student from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I first learned about consent at a very young age. My parents always taught me to ask before touching someone's belongings and to always keep my hands to myself. I think I was taught consent at the earliest age possible, so no, I don't think I should be taught at an earlier age. I do believe that you need consent in a relationship. I feel like that's most important, and just because you're with someone that if what they want to do, you automatically have to want to do that too, and that's not the case at all. You can say no to your partner. I don't believe girls should dress moderately to avoid being assaulted because what someone is wearing doesn't have anything to do with the decision someone made to assault someone else. I believe respectability politics should be lessened because I feel like that's a factor in not holding the rapist accountable in case the victim wants to press charges.
I learned about consent at a really, really young age. It started off with my mom telling me to always keep my hands to myself. Keep your hands to yourself, you'll stay out of trouble. And then as I grew up, she used to implement these little things. She used to talk to me. Long story short, she used to talk to me. It was pretty much drilled into my growing up. Which brings me to the point that if you have kids, you need to teach them these things at a young age, because when you're young, that's when you're a sponge. You absorb information a lot better, you retain it a lot easier. So when you have a kid, talk to them. Make sure that they understand the wrongs and the rights, because if you leave them alone, they'll learn the wrong things from the streets. And we know how that goes. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay. So consent. Teach them at a young age. I learned when I was younger, and I'm not in jail, so.
As stated before, I am Dionna Turner-Kiser, a sophomore pre-law student from Charlotte, North Carolina, and my views on consent are that it's something that should be taught at every year of school that you go through, from the elementary school to middle school to high school to college, because it's never something that you need to stop hearing. It's never something that you can just be okay with. And I also believe that our peers should be checking each other. We should be making sure everybody else is in check and doing what they're supposed to do and not taking advantage of anybody Some statistics on rape include that women have a 1 in 5 chance of being raped, and when you're in college, that chance increases to 1 in 4. The average amount of women raped a year include 300,000, and the percentage of rapes that do not go reported are about 54%. And the U.S. is ranked number 13 in rapes for the world. So as you can see, this is a very huge problem, and it is very serious. And it's slowing down, but it's not stopping anytime soon. So I encourage everyone to take the initiative. Like, if you see something, say something. Seriously. If you know someone who's done something wrong, or if you know someone who's gone through a situation, and maybe they don't feel comfortable talking about it, please be that voice for them, because the more we let people get away with it, and the more we brush it under the rug, the more they do it, and the more it seems like it becomes okay, and it's not. It's time to take action, and it's time to protect women and men from predators. Thank you.